Welcome to another edition of the Calvary Coaches Show presented by Master Wall. I am here with the head football coach of the Calvary Knights, Coach Emmanuel Brunson.
How you doing?
Coach, congratulations on the big win on the road against Bethlehem Christian. You get ready to take on the number 1 seed Stratford Academy. But let's talk about that win, 30-28. You were down 28-17.
Yes, sir.
What was going through your mind being down by 11 and able to get the 2-point victory?
To be honest, just let my guys know this, we still in it. I mean, we've been down before and we came back and won, so we knew we can win that game. So it wasn't then that we was worried about losing or anything. We just had to figure out, what we need to do to stop them and what we need to do better to put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, and playing a playoff game in the GIAA is always tough, especially on the road. What was that crowd atmosphere like? And I heard there was a lot of Calvary fans that made the trip up to Bethlehem as well.
Oh, man, it was crazy. To be honest, we had more fans than Bethlehem did.
Wow.
We had a lot of fans show up to support us, and that fan base and that enthusiasm they brought really sparked us.
Well, let's talk about your quarterback first, because it was first road playoff game for Braxton Wilkinson. How was his confidence just playing on the road and being down by 11, and just what were some of the things that he worked on as far as just having that poise, especially having a hostile road environment at Bethlehem?
He went in and did what he's supposed to do. He didn't have a great game passing, but he did what he needed to do to give us a chance to win that game. He put the ball in the playmakers' hands, and they did their job, so that's all we could ask for him.
All right, we got to talk about Jamar Williams.
Yeah.
A huge pick six. Pick sixes can completely flip momentum in any game. And so when you have a 14-point swing in a pick six, really what was going through the mind, and what kind of defense was Jamar able to read to actually time the route perfectly to take it to the house?
We was in the cover 3. He knew he had deep thirds, and the whole game they had been beating us deep, and Jamar knew that play was coming, and he just happened to jump that route, pick it off, and take it to the house. But we talk about that pick six, but he had 23 carries for 230 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns. So he had a big game on offense and a big game on defense.
Yeah, including a huge 75-yard run that was able to toward the late part of the game. All right, so you're up by 2. Obviously, Bethlehem had a chance to try to at least get in a position to kick the game-winning field goal. Talk about your defense, able to stop Bethlehem when it mattered the most. But Bethlehem has the ball last, and they have a chance to win it. What was going through your mind, and what did you tell your defensive coordinator, Coach Derulo, about what to do as far as stopping that Bethlehem offense?
Again, we didn't think that this game was going to be lost by us. Our defense stepped up that second half, shut them out. Coach Greg actually wasn't at the game. It was Coach Tony who called the game.
Okay.
And he called a heck of a second half. He made some adjustments at halftime, and our defense stepped up. Our linebackers played a great game. Nate Stokes had an interception. Nate Osborne had an interception, including Jamar. And they just strapped down and said, hey, y'all ain't going to beat us today. And they had a heck of a game on the defense side of the ball.
Yeah, Coach, I was excited. I know I was actually watching the game on the NFHS network. Kind of wish they had play-by-play announcers, and the scoreboard was kind of blurry. But
yes, sir.
With that being said, I was able to see the game, and just congratulations on getting a huge road victory over Bethlehem Christian.
Yes, sir.
That's your first playoff win in the GIAA. I know
yes,
you had that incredible run in the gaps, but and it also snaps a 5-game losing streak.
Yes, sir.
So you're playing your best football at the right time. You're healthy. I want to talk about, before we get into the Stratford game, I do want to talk about the health, because when you have a physical game on the road, I know the one thing that goes through your mind is you're concerned about possible injuries. So what's the health status of the team going into Stratford?
We're healthy. We have no injuries. We're looking forward to going to that game against Stratford. We wasn't healthy when we played them the first time, but we are healthy now, and we're excited about seeing Stratford again.
We are live here at Calvary Christian. I'm here with Coach Emmanuel Brunson. We're actually on the baseball field because the football field is getting some renovations.
Some maintenance, yes, sir.
Yeah, some maintenance is going on. So you just got finished with practice. You've been on this baseball field for the past couple days, right,
yes,
Coach?
Sir, we have.
So how do you feel about the team? And just, I've been able to see you practice out here. It looks like Wilkinson's throwing the ball pretty good.
Yes, sir.
On the same page with your receivers. But just talk about how you feel as a coach with these practices leading up to the game against Stratford?
I feel good. We came in Monday, knew we got a plan to go down and play our best football against Stratford. So those guys have been locked in since Monday. Had a great practice Monday, had a great practice yesterday, and today was kind of relaxed. With letting me know that they're ready to play. They're not too uptight about hey, we got to do this, we got to do that. They're just being themselves, having fun, but doing what they need to do to make sure we take care of business on Friday.
All right, we're going to go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we are going to preview that game against Stratford Academy as they are the number 1 seed in the GIAA. We'll talk about that matchup right here on the Calvary Coaches Show presented by Masterwall on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
What's up, everyone? Thrift Behringer here with Masterwall CEO C. Smithwick. They're one of our first sponsors. We didn't even know what sponsors were 4 years ago when I was doing this off my phone. Thank you so much, C, for your support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Oh, it's something that was needed for so long in the Valley, and me with my history of being a coach and all. Love to support it. You do a great job with that. Even when you were doing it on your phone, it was great.
I appreciate it, man. And again, we wouldn't be able to cover the 50 different highest schools and all the different sports without Masterwall and different businesses like yourself. But you're also a coach and now a award-winning author. We have Believer, Bulldog, and Coach. You can get on Amazon right now. You were the winningest basketball coach in Calvary history. What was the mindset behind writing this book?
Well, it's, I kind of treated it as a ministry, and I treat our business as a ministry. I loved what I did as a coach, working with those young guys and trying to set an example and point them in the right direction, and kind of do the same thing with business. So, you got to build it with a lot of good people around you, the right support group, and once again, I call it a ministry because that's the way I see it.
You can get this award-winning book right now on Amazon, and it's going to tell the whole story of C. Smithwick from being an award-winning coach and a Hall of Famer and having the court named after him and then building this incredible business. I can't wait to dive into it, Coach.
Good. Hope you enjoy it. It's about never giving up. So that's what a coach needs to know. It's what an entrepreneur needs to know.
The name of it is Believer, Bulldog Coach, right now on Amazon. And thank you again to C. Smithwick and Masterwall for their support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Thanks for having me.
And welcome back to the Calvary Coaches Show presented by Masterwall. All right, Coach, big game this Friday night on the road against the number 1 seed in the GIAA, Stratford Academy. This is a rematch from the last regular season game where you lost 34-7. But you've been able to look at the film. You've been able to see that this is a different team as far as Calvary goes because you had a lot of players injured.
Yes, sir.
And you're also facing a Stratford team that is missing their leading rusher who's out for the season with a torn ACL. Talk about what you've been able to look at on film and what are you looking forward to playing Stratford for the second time this season?
Just being able to go back and watch the film when we played them the first time and losing that game 34-7. Seeing that how they was able to run the ball against us. We went in, made some adjustments on that, figured out how to get Darnell in the situation where he can make some tackles, getting our linebackers to get ready to come downhill. We have to stop their running game. Number 8, freshman, heck of a running back, bigger running back than Stevens, but he still get the job done. So we got to figure out how to stop him. We feel that, coming downhill, if we can do that, we can wrap him up, tackle him and take him to the ground. I think we'll be in great shape.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're the number 1 seed for a reason. They've had just a successful season all year long, and they've actually had a bye, but you played last week. I know I've talked to some GIAA schools. They don't really like having a bye, but the top 6 teams in GIAA get that first round bye.
Yes, sir.
So you got Brookstone's on a bye. They're actually playing Pacelli. But you and Pacelli were able to play this past week. What do you like about just continuing to play? I know that you were in the 8-9 matchup. Pacelli was in the 7-10 matchup. But you're facing a team that's got a bye. But do you like having that momentum, just continuing to play after the regular season's over, not having a week off?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Because, man, when you have a bye, it kind of takes the speed of the game away from you. Right. So, you can practice, but you can't practice the speed of the game. So us being able to play last Thursday and them having that bye, speed of the game will be a little slower to them, so it kind of benefits us. So I love the fact that we was able to play.
Well, Coach, you are in the quarterfinals of the GIAA playoffs, which means there's only 8 teams left. I mean, you've got Brookstone and Pacelli. You also have Strong Rock and FPD. Just talk about that matchup with Stratford, because this is going to be a different team. Obviously, the running back is out for the season, but when you're going into this game, having to face them, because you faced them at Calvary.
Yes, sir.
Now you're going to Stratford, and you're going to have to deal with their fans and the hostile environment. What are some preparations you're preparing your team for to get prepared for that hostile environment? Because you've been there before. You had a hostile environment against Bethlehem.
Yes, sir.
And just talk about, like, because Stratford, they got a lot of fan support. That place is going to be packed, but we expect Calvary fans to make the trip as well. So just talk about what you're looking forward to facing Stratford for the second time, but this time at their place.
I'm looking forward to them coming out fast. We got a fast start on them. The score was 7-0 in the first quarter, and I think we ended up missing a field goal. So they got out kind of fast, and we got out kind of fast as well. Jack Evans had 4 sacks against them, so I know they're going to try to figure out how to stop him. I think for us, man, like I told my guys last week, control what we could control, and then make sure that we go in, we play 4 quarters of football, and we play together. When we play together, we're hard to beat.
Yeah.
So we want these guys to understand that once we go in and do what we're supposed to do, we play together, it'll be a great game for us.
Coach, the first time you played Stratford Academy, you didn't have Jamar Williams. Obviously, he is a difference maker, rushing for over 200 yards and having that pick 6. What's the game plan as far as giving him the carries to try to get big chunk plays? I know that Stratford is going to try to slow him down, but I know you got other weapons. But how's it feeling like Jamar Williams, especially coming back from the injury? Is he fully good to go for this game? And how much playing time are we expecting Jamar to play on both sides of the football?
Oh man, that kid can't be stopped. He's gonna play the whole game on both sides of the ball.
Come on now.
Like I said, when it comes to him being injured, he had 23 carries for 230 yards last week, and 2 touchdowns with a 71-yarder. So I don't think anybody can really shut him down. And if that does become a problem for us, our goal is to put the ball in our best players' hands. We got some other playmakers that can make plays as well. So we got some guys that can help Jamar out.
The receiving core, obviously, they've been reliable all season long for Braxton Wilkinson, your quarterback. He's been able to just dump it off in the flat. He's got spreaded them out with Sawyer Talbot and Luke Scoggins, Keen Hinton, Jakari Harris. Just talk about how those 4 receivers, and you have some other. Nate Stokes has been getting some action as far as carrying the football and catching passes. So just talk about how important it is to have all those weapons out there at Braxton's disposal. Oh man,
it is very important. Braxton is that type that he's going to find an open man, and to have 4 receivers with over 300 yards receiving, I think Jakari got 39 catches for over 500 yards. Just go to show that he's spreading the ball around. Again, you got 4 receivers with close to 400 yards receiving, so he's doing everything he can to make sure everybody get the ball. And we got some explosive receivers. Scoggins only got 12 catches, but he got 400 yards.
Yeah.
So we got some explosive receivers that can take the top off as well. So when you play us, you got to cover the field. You can't just key in on one receiver.
All right, let's talk about the defense, because they're going to have a huge assignment to stop that freshman running back. That it seems like Stratford, even though they lost their best running back, is because he was their junior or senior, and we got this freshman coming in, and Stratford feels, well, he's just as good as the running back we just lost. So the defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop that run. To talk about that defensive line led by Darnell Hamilton. You also have Jack Evans, a nice linebacker that's in on just about every tackle. Just talk about how the defense is be able to slow that run game down and kind of neutralize that Stratford passing attack as well.
We went in, after watching that game, when we played them the first time, we went in and made some adjustments. Moved Liam Holcut to DN, so now you have 2 6'5" DNs.
There you go.
Darnell, of course, is still on the inside, and we got a great nose guard that can clog up the hole as well. So we made some adjustments to make sure we was able to stop the run. We got 2 linebackers with over 80 plus tackles on the season, so those guys come down and they hit, and of course our DBs, if the ball in the air, they're gonna try to go find it. So we got a chance to do something special when it comes to their run game and us being able to stop the run.
And I think the key is, Coach, to limit the turnovers, force turnovers if you can on Stratford's side of the football, and also special teams. This could come down to a special teams play, whether it's a big kickoff return by Jamar Williams or your field goal kicker might be in a situation where he has a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. Talk about how important special teams is going to be in a game like this against Stratford.
Oh man, it's going to be important. Having Connor Coleman back, just last week being able to flip the field. I think he had 6 touchbacks last week.
Nice.
Bethlehem offense starting on the 20 every time. It changes the game. Braxton punting the ball and going to the other side, putting them on the other side of the field. It was totally different. So having a great special teams, and again, when it comes to football, you got to have all 3 phases of the game. And I think for us, we just happen to have all 3 phases of the game, and now it's clicking at the right time.
All right, Coach, finally, this is the message to the Calvary fans. Why they need to make the trip to Macon this Friday night to come support the Calvary Knights.
Oh, man, we going in and playing in a big game, second round of playoffs, some that haven't been done in the GIA here at Calvary. So we're excited about playing, and our fans, they give us that excitement to want to be on the field. They give us a reason to want to play. And for them to come down and make that trip for us, it's going to be exciting for our players and our fans. So we're excited about that.
And look, I do want to say, we want you to come. We want you to be at the game. But if you can't make it to the game, we've got a special treat for you, because Georgia-Alabama Sports Live, with the help of our friends from the Middle Georgia Sports Network, is going to be live streaming the game on our platform. I am excited about it. I can't wait. Coach, good luck against Stratford Academy.
Thank you.
And we can't wait for you guys to come back here with a win and move on to the semifinals.
We're definitely looking forward to it. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. That's the Calvary head football coach, Emmanuel Brunson. Thank you for watching another episode of the Calvary Coaches Show, presented by Masterwall. Have a great night, everybody.